Hey everybody, I'm Kasha, and we're picking up right where we left off with the beginner's guide. Now, I don't know what awaits for us, but the only way that we're going to find out is to go and find out. We seem to have a very snowy and rocky landscape. You know what?
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle.
Okay.
With the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
I like this space. This actually looks really nice. What is the purpose of this house? I see both of the doors, true. So this is like a representation of the empty space between the doors for the puzzle? Whoa! We have a spilled liquid over here. Very nice modern house. This is actually nice. Bet this would be really expensive if you were to try to live somewhere like this. Oh, that music, though. Alright, I mean, the house is nice. My goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might have to clean this entire house all by myself. And right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes. Don't worry about me, a place this nice, I'd be glad to stay here all night.
The art is a step up from previous games.
It is.
Including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Sure, don't worry about me. Place this nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. Well, now you just might getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Why don't we start cleaning and then you decide what you could do all night? I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Instantaneous clear. Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now would you please run to the bedroom and make the bed? I believe the bedroom was this way. People so preoccupied with like making their bed. I personally don't see much of a use. While you're in there, why don't you straighten the rug out a bit? All the little details matter. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Well, I don't enjoy it so much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel a kind of calm that rests in the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems, which I guess is all that matters. Oh, and tidy that couch. Would you straighten the pillows on the sofa out there? Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there. Seems like I'm doing all the work and you're just standing at a table. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? I'll try to get by. Maybe I said something wrong. No. It was stupid. Sorry. Never mind. Hey, the dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Spick and span. Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best as you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. I'm human. You were a thing. I don't really know how to describe that. You're a human figure with an indicator on your head. Indicator for your head. Wasn't really that dirty. All the books still scattered on the floor in the bedroom. If so, would you mind putting them back on the shelf? This is a maze. This is a very long hallway, I will admit. Like, if you want to get from, you know, one area to the other, it's not that bad. I'm just nitpicking at this point. It's not even that bad. Perfect. Come here and clear the dishes off the table. Didn't I?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like...
Didn't I already do that?
It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you. And eventually cohere into something meaningful.
House cleaning is so difficult. How do you do it? Darling, let me tell you something. Your house is only difficult to clean as you are. If you're finding the work hard, maybe you have a bit of housekeeping to do before you come to work. Ha, there I go with another lecture. Of course I would. Don't Don't you worry about all that nonsense. For now, just smooth out the rug in the bedroom.
I really like this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Didn't I already do all this, though? It's very lovely, but... Earlier, when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. But there's a bit of truth in it, no? Anyway, so... housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books. Would you please clean up the books? Thanks. But I've done all these things. Pillows on the couch are a real mess.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Would you go over and straighten them up a bit? Can't have folks coming home to a messy couch. Question.
But
do you enjoy this?
It can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
There's no walls. It's kind of eerie with there being no walls. That was nice. It was, it repeated over and over. It was very repetitious, but I like this space. This is nice. Ah, the lamppost again.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move.
There's nothing out here, though.
That was the point of it.
Alright. That was a nice little thing. Items you love at members only piece. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to be perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you think? Who do you know? Oh, excuse me. Emergency mute. Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful, I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy.
About halfway through the game,
being perfect is effortless. Whoa! What?
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
How do I achieve it with no effort? Let me tell you right now, it isn't effortless. Oh, there's things. Just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? I don't think I can say those things. What if I'm not a good teacher? Holy shit. Look out. Oh, this has some meaning. Everyone run.
I felt pretty hard for this one.
Perfection.
I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
That was
nice.
nice.
I think about this game a lot these days.
I liked that game. It really... That one really gets you thinking. I mean, all of them have been really interesting, and a lot of them have gotten me thinking about, various things, but that one was good.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
We have the same furniture and shelving style that we had in the prison room, same painting and everything too. It's similar. Can't interact with anything. I like that the levels are getting, they're getting better. They're getting larger, more detailed. Like, look at that. That is nice. Oh, wow. Whoa, God. Performance is beginning. Places, please. But I don't know what I forgot all my lines. You will be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, you will start out by leaning against this wall. Good. Stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It is your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on. Say something to her. Hello. Hello, that's it. That's not a conversation. No, it's a conversation starter. You actually need to converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Here are all of my hopes and dreams. No, no, no. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need to feel better about the setting. There were a lot more people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent people nearby. Now talk to her again. I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? You're messing it all up again. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets too personal that quickly. I'm not a very good conversationalist. Never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Whoa. Alright, well, we have the lamppost. That usually means the end of something, doesn't it? Oh, wow. Another prison setting, it seems. The only way I know that I can go is this way. Oh.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution, social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Taking a lot of time between these games. Either way, it's pretty much my time for this. Mobius Trip, to play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. I don't know about keeping my eyes closed, but either way, that's my time for this video. So that's going to have to be it for this one. So if you liked, feel free to like, favorite, share, subscribe, and so on and so forth. And if you want to see more of the beginner's guide, I've got it. And if you want to see any of the other games that I've done, I can't... I can say it pretty quick, but I did manage to tongue-tie myself, as I always do. If If you want to see any other games that I've done, I've got those as well. And with all that being said, I'm Kasha, and so we go.